Hello folks, this is Sula speaking, and you're listening to a commentary video for League of Legends, this one featuring Corki. This is a game that was sent to me by my friend Speaker, so this is from a ranked game, and it's from a ranked game with a dual queue. This game has my friend Speaker playing as Corki, and our other friend Diva who's playing as Veigar, and you can see Veigar is using the Leprechaun skin that's recently been introduced. They are then matched up with their team. They have a Zilean player, a Malphite player, and a Warwick player. And then you can see the other team that they're matched up again there at the top of the screen. So I am not playing in this game, but I was sent this replay, and I heard it was a pretty good game demonstrating some of the Corki game mechanics, also demonstrating some of the Veigar game mechanics. I know I had one request to do a game with Veigar, and especially with the sweet Veigar Leprechaun skin. He looks like the little Lucky Charms guy, I think, there, with his little shamrock. Oh, isn't he so cute? Anyway, we'll get to see some of that in this game, and I'll try to talk a little bit about how to build Corki as I go through and see what Speaker's doing in this game. We'll go through, talk about his skills, and just watch this game and go through and see how everything shakes out. So again, I've been told that this was a ranked game, dual queue, Speaker and Diva playing together. I don't know any of the other players, so they're matched up against Karthus, Teemo, Amumu, Jarvan, and Tristana. Little interesting there. They have seems like they have a few more carries than you might otherwise see, because Tristana, Teemo, and Karthus are all usually in solo lanes, and of course only two of them can be in solo lanes. This Karthus player has the Phantom Karthus skin. Or what is it called? Phantom? I don't know what it is. It's the one where he looks like the Grim Reaper. It's a pretty nice skin, one that I might have looked into getting if I didn't already have the Statue of Liberty Karthus skin. But looks like pretty solid teams on both sides. You've got a Clairvoyance for both teams. That's a sign generally that people know what they're doing and are taking pretty good team composition. Let's see, got Malphite tank on one team, Amumu and Jarvan. So Amumu jungle against Warwick jungle. That's sort of an old school jungle there. People have been playing Amumu and Warwick jungles for a very, very long time. But in any case, it looks like people are going to break up and head to other lanes. So let's see who's going to... It looks like, my best guess is, it looks like Zilean and Malphite are going to be in bottom lane. It looks like, I guess Speaker's going to top... Yeah, Speaker's going to top lane as Corki. Diva's going to be here mid. So we'll see who they're matched up against in a minute. Speaker has chosen to start with Sapphire Crystal, which seems like a pretty solid choice for Corki. Most people currently tend to build that into a Manamune. They first turned into Tear the Goddess, then turned it into Manamune. It's an item that people tend to like. Let's see, Karthus is in middle lane, and let me just zoom in on that Karthus skin for you. Yeah, pretty nice skin, pretty neat skin. Don't see too many Karthus players. Speaker is up here against Tristana, so that means that the bottom lane will be Jarvan Teemo. Interesting, kind of an interesting lane. I don't know if I've ever seen that lane before, but in any case, oh, I wonder what's going on here. Looks like they're getting a little bit of lag, a little bit of a lag spike here. Hopefully this is going to be fixed, and oh, there it goes. Okay, looks like the recorder just froze for a second there, and now we're back to normal again. So in terms of Corki, well, a little bit about Corki. Corki is another ranged carry in this game. That is, he's similar to, well, Tristana, who's right here in this lane. That is, you're going to build him generally attack damage style. Corki's a little bit different than maybe sort of a pure damage character like your Ashe or your Tristana or your Misfortune. He does have a little bit more utility with some of his skills that we'll get to in a minute. So you don't want to be building ability power too much with Corki. You still want to focus on attack damage, but his skills do function a little bit differently than just straight damage in some senses. Let's see, Speaker put his first point in Phosphorus Bomb, you can see here. And this is the skill that people usually choose to level up. This is just an area effect skill. You point it on the ground and it deals damage in a little area where it hits. So our Speakers put 1 point each for his 3 skills. So yeah, you can see it deals 80 magic damage to enemy in target area, and it reduces enemy's chance to hit by 35%. So it has a bit of a blinding effect as well. Although it is, again, a bit of luck there, because you're not guaranteed that they're gonna miss hits. Anyway, most people generally level up Phosphorus Bomb first. I don't think it drops the cooldown, but it does deal more damage. It's an pretty easy one to hit with, good for harass in lane, that sort of thing. It used to reveal stealth units, used to reveal wards too, but that was taken out in a patch a while back, so sadly that's no longer the case. Corki was already pretty strong, and people thought that sort of put him over the edge. So Phosphorus Bomb, again, generally people level up this skill first. It's just pretty easy to use, point it on the ground, fire the bomb, and you'll deal damage to whatever's in there. See, like, there it is, there's the Phosphor Bomb. It's that little explosion effect that you get. and good against other carries because it reduces their chance to hit. So that's his first skill. Get back to Corki in a minute, but I want to concentrate here and look at this middle lane here, a little bit of the laning back and forth between D.Va. You can see D.Va playing his Veigar. We've got this Warwick is going to come in here. You can see he's going to trigger his Blood Scent. Karthus is going to try to flash over that wall, but Warwick is going to take him down and score first blood. So very nice Warwick play there, managing to come in and using his red buff from taking down the lizard allows him to score the first kill and draw first blood. Alright, back up here, Corki's other skills I'll run through here. Corki's E skill is Gatling Gun. This is a skill that has very, very little range. When you use it, he'll start firing. You can see fires at targets in front of him for 3 seconds. Deals a lot of damage, but the range is extremely small. Oops, there's a failed Valkyrie. I guess I'll get to Valkyrie in a sec. See, like, there it is. There's the Gatling gun. And, oh, Speaker's going to flash it to that Triss, but she's going to rocket jump up to the wall, over the wall, and get away. So anyway, you saw it right there. The Gatling gun fires short range, does a lot of damage, deals, I believe it's physical damage. Yeah, deals physical damage, and it also shreds armor. So it does a lot of damage, but as you can see, very short range, and it only projects right in front of Corki. Then his W skill is Valkyrie. This is where Corki shoots out a little trail of fire and he blasts in a direction straight in front of him. You can use it to escape. It's a great escape skill. You can also use it to chase, so it has a lot of utility, but it is on a long cooldown. You can see 19-second cooldown. So it's something that you generally put 1 point in early on and then come back and max later on. Or it's like the last thing that you want to max. You just need 1 point in it. Anyway, down here you can see Zilean's really low, and oh, Jarvan's going to flash in here. And let's see, can he finish him off? Is not able to finish off Zilean, and Jarvan takes a ton of tower shots. So that would be a little too aggressive on the tower dive there. And so Speaker and D.Va's team picks up a second kill. And you can see Zilean even says, wow, that scared me. Yeah, he has the bloodlusty. Yeah, well, anyway, got a little overly aggressive here. Alright, and then just to wrap up, I've been going through talking about Corki's skills. His last skill, his ultimate, is a little bit different. It's not something that's on a long cooldown. It's called Missile Barrage, and essentially, if you can read here, Corki fires a missile towards his target location. He stores a missile every 9.4 seconds, and that is affected by cooldown reduction, so getting some cooldown reduction on Corki can be good. Allows him to get more missile spam. And so he will fire off missiles. They have decent distance, pretty good distance. They're very good at harassing somebody in lane. You can keep using them over and over again. He'll store up to 7 of them, and every 4th one is a big one. So like there was a big one, dealt more damage. You can see Speaker's using it to harass just down here. So again, Corki is pretty heavily prized right now and sort of in the current metagame. I don't know if I would say he's the top range carry, but he's certainly one of the top range carries. He's very popular at the moment. He just has very good range. He has great harass between Phosphor Bomb and his missile spam. Oh, and look, Amumu just spotted by that clairvoyance, so nice clairvoyance. Now, here comes the bandage grab, but Speaker's gonna Valkyrie, and how does Amumu manage to grab Corki as he's flying over the ground? I don't quite know how that works, but in any case, Valkyrie will get you out of a lot of bad situations, and it allows the Speaker to get out of that potential. Yeah, Amumu says, how does that even work? Indeed. I was wondering the same thing there, buddy. But in any case, Speaker's able to get out of that without any real trouble. Oh, magic, yeah. A wizard did it. Anyway, you can see here Speaker's firing off his, using his missile spam. I'm assuming he's probably going to go back to base next. He's just going to use up his mana. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to push this tower. Again, I don't know exactly what he's going to do here. I have tried to look at the video to see where some of the kills are going to be ahead of time, but I honestly don't remember everything that takes place in this video. So anyway, good farming thus far. Speaker is 1,500 gold. That's very good for the first 8 minutes. So let's see what he's going to pick up here. Probably Tear of the Goddess. Yep, Tear of the Goddess, which will be built into Manamune later on. Boots of Speed and the Longsword. So if we open up the shop window, let's see. If we look here at Magic, Mana, Tear of the Goddess, Manamune. So yep, you can see the formula here, Tear of the Goddess plus Longsword builds into Manamune later on. And you can see why this is a prized ability here. It gives you extra mana, gives you extra mana regen, gives you attack damage. A percentage of your max mana converted to attack damage, and every time you attack you get extra maximum mana. Or anytime you use an ability. So you might have seen Speaker was just firing off some abilities as he went back to lane, and that's to start charging up that Tear of the Goddess to build it into Manamune later on. Anyway, that's the idea there. Alright, down here in bottom lane, there's an engage going on back and forth, and Karthus is going to take down that Zilean. Oh, but look, Jarvan's really low. He's going to get finished off, I guess, by Malphite. Or he was killed by something. Oh well, maybe he just went down to minions. I don't know. Guess I missed that one. But in any case, exchanging 1 kill for 1 kill in bottom lane. That Karthus using his Requiem ultimate in order to score a kill on the Zilean player in bottom lane. Shame that Zilean's only 5. If he were 6, he'd have his Chrono Shift ultimate. And he would have been able to save himself. So anyway, let's see. Here we have an engage here back and forth. A little weird. Tristana rocket jumping away as Speaker tries to Valkyrie into Tristana, so a little bit weird. In terms of the lane itself, though, you can see Speaker is winning the lane. He has 55 minion kills against 40 for Tristana, so he is ahead. Not enormously ahead, but he's definitely ahead in this lane thus far. I think part of the reason why that is when Speaker started the game, he started with Meki Pendant and 2 health bots. If you notice, Tristana at the start of the game started with 1 Doran's Blade. You can see she's picked up a 2nd Doran's Blade and boots now, and now she has some health pots. But earlier, Speaker was able to harass, and then when they both harassed and got low, because Speaker had health pots, he could restore his health, whereas that Tristana player couldn't do that because she didn't start the game with health pots, which meant that after she took that harass, she had to play very defensively, and I'm sure that that's why she missed some of those kills. Anyway, Warwick is coming up here. Tristana is right here. Warwick's going to ult, and where is Speaker? Well, Speaker got to be paying attention to that. Unfortunately, not in that fight, and so it looks like they're not going to be able to get that Tristana, or maybe they're not. Warwick is now engaging here behind the tower. You can see his blood sense turned on. He's still got that red buff, so he can slow with every attack. Oh, but Tristana is going to Buster him shot away, knock him back. Here comes D.Va, going to flash in, taking tower shots, going to freeze him in that event horizon. And it looks like Tristana is indeed going to get away. And now Karthus is coming in here into the fight. He's going to trigger his Defile Throwdown Wall, taking a lot of damage on both sides. And let's see, are they going to get Karthus? Yes, they are going to get him. But then Amumu, oh, bandage toss in, and down goes Warwick. So that is a 1 for 2, and that is not a good exchange. And furthermore, Malphite died a minute earlier in the bottom lane. So anyway, Speaker taking a lot of damage here. He's going to use Valkyrie and then Flash. And is he going to get away? Yes, with the miss of that bandage toss. Looks like he is going to get away. Amumu doing a good job jungling, coming in to cover lanes where people got killed. Exactly what you want to do when you're jungling. Try to help out lanes that are being pushed, help out lanes that are in trouble. And let's see, it looks like that recall is going to get back to base just ahead of that particular attempt at an Amumu kill there. So anyway, Speaker was able to get in some damage on that tower. You can see top tower's nearly dead. There he's firing off Gatling gun into midair, not because he hates the scenery up here at the top of the lane, but because he's trying to charge up that Manamune. I'm sure that that's the logic there. And out of all the Corki skills, Gatling gun, let's see, I guess Phosphor Bomb has the lowest cooldown. Oh, but Gatling gun uses the least mana, so I guess that's why you'd use that Gatling gun, because it doesn't use that much mana. Anyway, I guess you might as well while you're walking back to the lane. Anyway, Karthus has now shifted up here. There's the Karthus Wall of Pain, you can see, coming in. I know a lot about the Karthus playstyle since he's the character I generally play the most in League of Legends. I don't know if you saw that. I've done quite a few videos featuring Karthus. This time he's on the enemy team, and something you always have to be aware of. So let's see, there's the missile spam coming in. Speaker's using his Gatling gun, but Karthus doing a nice job of hiding in the brush there. Speaker taking some damage from Lay Waste. This Karthus doing a pretty good job with his Lay Wastes. And like, see how much damage that does? If you can hit on a Lay Waste. Oh, another clean hit by Lay Waste. Oh, Speaker very, very low. But oh, look at this. It's Karthus. And yeah, that's what happens if you get low against Karthus. Oh well, that's a shame, but a nice play by that Karthus. He was really using the brush up here pretty effectively, I think, just to be able to avoid the missile spam from Corki. If you're going to play as Corki in that matchup, I think that you need to use your range advantage a little better. Uh-oh, Jarvan coming down here. He's going to ult on that, he's going to ult on that Malphite who's been chrono shifted by Zilean. Malphite going to go down, but now he's going to revive back to life again. Here comes a Zilean Time Bomb doing damage. It's a 3-on-2, but that Zilean is very low, gets taken down. Now Warwick is low as well. He's running, and I don't think he's going to make it out of there. No, he's going to get taken down as well. So nice job by that Amumu player. Turns, I guess his name is, Turns. Of course, I don't know who this is because only people I knew from this game were Speaker and D.Va. Doing a nice job in this game so far, just coming in, being everywhere at once. You can see 201 already has an Aegis, just very well done. Now Malphite also very low. These guys really look like they want to dive, and remember that Jarvan did that really aggressive tower dive earlier, but maybe they're just going to focus on the tower. I'm guessing Malphite has maybe more health than that, must have more health than that, otherwise they obviously wouldn't have backed off. But in any case, looks like that engage is done down here, I think, so I'm going to go back and check out the top lane. Where Speaker is laning against this Karthus again. I guess they shifted Karthus away from Veigar in terms of the lanes, which was probably a good idea. Veigar is the anti-caster caster, so he is generally a bad matchup for characters like Karthus, with his ult doing so much damage based on not just how much ability power he has, but how much ability power the other team of the other champion has as well. And oh, more nice play from this Karthus coming in here. But now right there, he took a full missile and came off a little bit worse for wear in that particular engagement. But yeah, was doing really well before that. In the middle lane, let's see, D.Va has 75 minion kills to Tristana, so pretty even there right now. Let's see, compared to Karthus, how many does Karthus have on this team? 70, so yeah, pretty even. All the solos getting a good amount of farm so far, although D.Va 01 and Speaker 01 does hurt a little bit. One other thing I guess I'll mention here while we're looking at this is I see that this Karthus player picked up a Mejai's Soul Stealer. I am not a fan of Mejai's on Karthus just because, well, I guess I'll talk more about this in a second, because D.Va is on his way up here. They're setting up for a gank on this Karthus. Oh, there's the stun. Now, oh, he's going to get blasted, and Speaker's going to Valkyrie towards him, and is going to pick up the kill there. So nice play to jump in there and finish him off. Speaker, looks like Speaker used his flash as well to come in there and get the kill. Literally, I don't know what that means. But anyway, my point, the reason why I don't like Mejai's Soul Stealer, you would think, well, Karthus is a caster, he's got to get kills in order to be effective. You know, you might think, well, Mejai's is a good item on him. Well, the thing about Karthus is the way his passive works is, in case you don't know, Karthus can cast spells after death for 8 seconds after he dies. And oh, there's the little Karthus body. Looks so sad when he dies. He can cast spells after he dies for up to 8 seconds afterwards. So for Karthus, in order to be effective as a Karthus player, generally speaking, what you want to do is in any team fight, you want to, when the moment comes to engage, you want your tank to go in first, and then you, as Karthus, charge in after them, come in after them. You run your Defile, that's his area of effect spell. It's Karthus's E, it's that little circle that surrounds him, deals magic damage. You want to run in right behind the tank, throwing lay waste everywhere, tossing down your wall, dealing damage with your Defile. And you will likely die in the fight, but as long as you die like right in the middle of the team fight, you will continue to deal area of effect damage with your Defile even after you're dead, which, if you have enough ability power, will be just wrecking the enemy team. It's like a miniature version of a Nunu Ultimate or a Fiddlesticks Crowstorm, so you will be dealing tons of damage to the enemy team even after you die. And then, of course, after you're dead, you can also cast your ultimate, and it can't be interrupted. Karthus' ult is a channeled ability, which can be interrupted, but of course, if he's dead, it can't be interrupted, so you're safe to get it off. So anyway, in order to play Karthus effectively, you have to play very risky, you have to be willing to charge right into the middle of the enemy team, and you're going to die a lot of the time when that happens. So I don't think that Mejai's synergizes very well with the Karthus playstyle. Anyway, that Karthus just ulted, just used his Requiem, trying to ult into this fight down here. Warwick going to get taken down, but oh, there's the Chrono Shift from Zilean. Well played. So even though he dies, he's going to revive and come back to life. And now D.Va is returning from bottom lane. And 3 of them are very low here. They're all visible thanks to the Warwick Blood Scent. He's going to ult on Amumu, which seems like a little weird choice since Amumu is the tank. But in any case, now they're going after Jarvan. You can see Malphite coming in here, going to toss his Seismic Shard. There's the Zilean slow. So nice job working together to get that kill on Jarvan. So they were able to counter gank that pretty effectively. And now D.Va's got to head back to the lane to try and protect that tower. Still exchanging back in top lane. Looks like a pretty even battle here. Speaker missed that Phosphor Bomb. There it goes. He's going to pop those 3 minions. Get 19 gold times 3. What is that, 57 gold? Been a while since I had to do math in school. Anyway, we're going to continue back up here. Let's see, there's a nice missile spam. See, the missiles have pretty good range, but they will be blocked by minions, so it's just like a Blitzcrank Crab. If you fire a missile and it hits a minion, it will stop the missile, is my understanding. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that if you stand behind minions, it's harder to get hit by the missiles. So, in any case, there are ways, of course, to try to protect yourself from Corki missile spam, but overall, if he wants to fire off minions, it is going to do a lot of damage. Anyway, down here in the bottom lane, Malphite and Warwick together took Dragon, which was absolutely the correct response to winning that last team fight. You score a kill in bottom lane, you go and make sure to take Dragon off of that to help put your team further ahead. So nice play there, nice team play coming in from the team. Overall, you can see this game is still very close, 7-7 in overall kills. Pretty even farm. Let's see, I guess Speaker's ahead of Karthus. D.Va is just about dead even with that Tristana player. And let's see, down here, looks like Amumu was coming in here but wasn't able to get that Zilean. Pretty good site coverage. You can see a ward down here protecting bottom lane. Karthus still going back to solo farm top lane. Let's see, he went Mejai's first before anything else, then Catalyst, then Sorcerer's Shoes. A very aggressive build. If you get early kills, it can be very effective, but it is aggressive. Now they're going after this Zilean player, and now Speaker and Warwick are going to counter-gank this. They're going after Amumu. That Warwick really seems to have it in for Amumu for whatever reason. Anyway, now they're going after Amumu. He's getting very, very low. They just need to finish him off. There's a time bomb on his head, and there he goes. Time bomb goes off, and Zilean gets the kill with several assists. So nicely done there. You can see Speaker coming down from top lane, coming down like this, down the river, and then Warwick slipping in from this side of the river, just coming together and pincering together from the two sides here. Pretty standard play, but nice to see nonetheless. Nice teamwork operating effectively here from this team. Anyway, Karthus is pushing on this tower here, and in comes D.Va. Let's see if he can get off a stun. There we go. Nice stun there. Those Sorcerer's Shoes mean that it's tough to get out. Oh, there's the Veigar ult, dealing just a ton of damage, and D.Va's going to finish him off with a standard Veigar Q. What is that? Baleful Strike? Something like that? I think that's what it's called. So anyway, that Leprechaun finishing him off, getting the nice kill. Speaker flashed there for some reason, not 100% sure. So oops, maybe a misclick. Accidentally used up his flash. And Speaker says, literally. Don't know why. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But anyway, let's see, in terms of the build, finished Manamoon earlier, now has finished Mercury Treads and has gone into Sheen. Sheen, a popular item on Corki because it synergizes well with his use of Phosphor Bomb, with his missile spam. Corki going to spam a lot of missiles, and then that'll allow him to get the bonus Sheen damage along with his, to boost his attack damage. Oh, there's a kill, I guess, down here in bottom lane, is it? I guess Malphite got taken down. Didn't exactly see where that was. There comes the ult. Is it going to finish anybody off? Nope. Guess it's not going to finish anybody off. And there, Warwick is going to take down Teemo. But now, oh, Tristana and Rocket jump in for the stun. And it's going to take him out as well. So another exchange there, 1-for-1 in bottom lane. And it looks like this team is going to push on this tower. And looks like this one's going to go down before Zilean can get there. But meanwhile, Speaker and D.Va are taking down this tower in middle lane. So they're going to exchange bottom for mid. And that's a pretty even exchange. It does help the blue team, the team that Speaker's not on, that they already got this tower. So let's see, we have both mid towers down and one tower down in each side lane. So again, pretty even and still 10-9 in kills. So again, very even game overall. This has been a good game though, good game to cast thus far. Let's see, Zilean getting the most kills thus far. That's kind of weird. I guess there's been more action in that bottom lane. Nobody else really pulling away except that Amumu is having a very strong game. Meanwhile, let's see, Speaker and D.Va trying to come in here on this Karthus player, trying to catch him. There's the wall to try to slow, but Karthus looks like he's been caught too far and forward. There's, oh, so much damage. Rainbow just dropping out of the sky, blowing up that Karthus player. Wow. Veigar, so much burst when he gets going. And oh, I see D.Va's picked up Mejai's Soul Stealer, so as he gets kills, he's going to be that much stronger. Up now Jarvan and Tristana are going to counter gank this. Nice ult by Jarvan. Speaker now going to have to defend this tower. 3 of them here. It doesn't look like he's going to make it out of this. Speaker is, see what he's going to do? He's going to go back to the tower again so that Tristana keeps taking tower shots. Nice play there. When you know you're not going to get out. Oh, and then Warwick going to ult on Amumu at the tower. Wow, nice play by that Amumu, or by that Warwick player there to use his ult on the tower. And now, let's see, he has red buff, I think, as he's slowing Jarvan. Let's see, is he going to be able to get this Jarvan? He does have Blood Scent triggered. Oh, does Warwick have Flash? No, he has Ghost instead of Flash. Oh, that's a shame. Otherwise, that's another kill. But he still might get this Jarvan now. Now Karthus coming in, and no, looks like Jarvan is going to slip out of there. And Karthus was coming in there as well. So looks like that Jarvan just barely managed to escape. Anyway, nice play by Speaker here at the tower. If you noticed, he had the chance to run away in this direction, but if he runs this way, they're just going to kill him over here anyway. By turning and doubling back to the tower, Speaker makes sure that Tristana had to take a ton of tower shots to kill him. And so by doing so, that meant that Tristana died as well, turning it into a 1-for-1. And with Amumu hanging around the tower as well, Warwick was able to ult him on the tower. And they're actually able to turn that into, well, I guess it's a 2-for-2 because D.Va got taken down as well. So 2-for-2. They're able to salvage what could have otherwise just been an 0-for-2 situation. So able to turn that into a relatively even exchange, or really an even exchange, instead of just losing in that particular little engagement. Anyway, let's see. Warwick picking up his blue buff over here. Probably should be giving that to someone else on the team. Probably should give that to Zilean or no, it really should probably give it to Veigar since he's so mana intensive at this point in time. But oh well, I guess Warwick's gonna take it. Don't think Warwick really needs blue buff by the 23-minute mark, but oh well. Now Tristana up. Look, Tristana's been caught out by Clairvoyance, and yeah, she's gonna rocket jump out of there. She was in a bad position there. The dueling Clairvoyance is giving sight to both teams over here. Looks like the action's going to be down in bottom lane. Karthus is solo pushing top, but I don't see how they can get anybody up here in order to contest this. However, what that does mean is that if there's a team fight down here, it will be a 4-on-5 fight. although Karthus can of course engage. Let's see. Oh, there's the nice Malphite ult initiating. Amumu's going to ult, but it's not really going to do that much because the rest of the team isn't there to help fight. Let's see. Warwick going to ult on Tristana. Nice job there. Now they're going after Amumu. Most of the rest of the team's already been taken down. Let's see, everybody's just chasing. Nice catch. Another nice catch with D.Va's Event Horizon to stun him. So they're going to score 3 kills in bottom lane. Now, while that's going on, Karthus did take top tower. Timeout, I called timeout. Nice. While that's going on, Karthus did take top tower. I mean, and there's no way they could stop that. But because it was a 4-on-5 fight, that means that that Speaker and D.Va's team was able to score 3 kills in bottom and take dragon. So they clearly came ahead in that exchange. 1 tower is definitely not worth 3 kills plus dragon. So definitely helped snowball their team further ahead. And again, those are the kind of calls that are just sort of difficult that you have to try to make during the game. I mean, should Karthus have come down from top lane? In retrospect, yes, obviously he should have. But if the blue team on the bottom end of the map, if they had been able to avoid engaging, like if they had just been able to not get into a team fight there, and if there's just no team fight and then Karthus pushes down top lane, then their team comes out ahead. So again, it's not always easy to see what the right play is. But in that particular situation, having it be a 4-on-5 team fight definitely was a bit suboptimal. Alright, anyway, Karthus has picked up Rod of Ages. You can see he still has 0 stacks on his Mejai's, and since he built that first, that's not too great. Meanwhile, D.Va has 6 stacks on his. If there is one character you want to get a Mejai's on, Veigar works very well. I mean, he's an assassin-type champ. He needs to get kills. Kassadin is the same way. If you're playing as Kassadin, a Mejai's is generally a good buy. Another, LeBlanc, also a good choice. Characters like that, like their whole job is just to blow people up and kill them on the other team. And so since you need to do that to be effective anyway, you probably might as well just go ahead and grab a Mejai's Soul Stealer anyway. But but not every AP caster is a good build necessarily just to get a Mejai's on. And I think that Karthus isn't a good choice for the reasons I've already explained. Anyway, more dueling sight here. This is a nice ward placement for whoever put this down. Oh, I love this. The time bomb on the ward. Although maybe he should have just double bombed that Jarvan instead, because the second one hits nobody. But pretty hilarious. Yes, you can place bombs on wards. Anyway, now Teemo getting caught a little bit behind the team, but there's a mushroom, and so he knows that they're coming to get him, and it looks like he's going to be able to slip back. Nice mushroom placement there. I mean, it's a logical place to put a mushroom, but it's still pretty good. Oh, here comes Amumu, and they're going to back off. I guess that Amumu has friends coming in behind him. Otherwise, they could have laid in wait. So I guess that was... maybe that was a good decision. Yeah, here comes Jarvan, and it looks like he has friends. So maybe laying in wait. Yeah, there's Teemo too. And Karthus. So, okay, maybe laying in wait in that bush wouldn't have been a good play. Anyway, Warwick is defending against a Tristana push top. So it looks like it's a 4v4 down here in the bottom lane. Malphite is saying to get back. Probably a good idea. It is a 4-on-4 in bottom lane. So, again, not sure quite what they're doing here. Looks like everybody's backing off, so I guess that there isn't going to be a team fight. Yeah, everybody's going to back off, and they're going to look to engage later on. So, in terms of farm, yeah, Speaker's team doing quite well in farm. They're 2 solos getting a lot of minion kills. You can see Karthus and Tristana also doing quite well. So, the solos getting a lot of minion kills. The rest of the team... it looks like Speaker's team is a little bit ahead just because this Jarvan only has 55, so he's a little bit behind the pace of the rest of the team. Let's see, Speaker finishing Trinity Force. Oh, where did this happen? Oh, looks like D.Va got ambushed at blue buff. Oops, I guess I missed that. Looked like D.Va got ambushed at blue, and now somebody on their team looks like they took it. So, oops, that wasn't too good. He's going to be down now for the next 40 seconds, and that's going to cost him some stacks. Nice jump. Oh, I guess I missed that. I guess Tristana tried to jump over the wall and totally failed there, or something like that. And Tristana says, I know, right? Alright, anyway, I guess that, let's see, Speaker and D.Va are going to have to play defensively here for a minute since D.Va just got killed. Their team's going to have to back off. One thing that the purple team could have considered doing, now it would have been a risky play, but they could have considered trying to Baron off of that particular pick. I don't know if that would have been necessarily the right play, but it's something they could have considered doing. Instead, it looks like they're going to push mid with 4 champions, so Speaker and D.Va's team is going to have to get back here and try to defend this if they continue to try to push, but it looks like they've backed off, and there's the Zillion Time Bomb coming in, cleaning up those minions, getting a lot of kills. It says, we're split a lot, they are roaming. Yeah, they are roaming. It does, but you know, splitting isn't always necessarily the worst thing. I mean, it does allow you to get more experience by splitting up to farm lanes, but not always. But of course, if there's a team fight, then you just run into trouble. And there we go, checking Baron there. Here's Teemo down here. They may be able to score a pick on this Teemo, but it looks like he's going to back off using his move quick in order to scoot back out there. Amumu, though, coming forward a little aggressively. I don't know if the other team realizes that there's all 5 of them are right here. So, oh, here we go. It looks like they managed to catch Tristana. There's the Warwick ult and going to freeze her. And then, oh, Diva manages to finish her off just before she can rocket jump away. So this is a great engage. They've already taken down one of the main DPS for the other team. Teemo trying to get away. Amumu taking a lot of harass as well. He's got the time bomb on his head. They just need 1 or 2 more hits if they can get in here and finish him off. Warwick doing a great job. Warwick's going to get that kill, and there's a slow. Warwick, yeah, you probably don't want to chase that Teemo all the way back in there. So score 2 picks, and now they're going to have a big edge for the next few minutes. And yeah, after a little bit of inaction there, the game is suddenly picking up again. That Tristana just took a bad turn there. Should not have ended up down there. And now someone is going to make the call to go for Baron. A little bit risky. The other team might be able to come out in challenges. I don't know if they're going to come out in challenge or not, but probably a good decision. At the very least, they're going to force the Baron fight. And now if the other team comes out to challenge, it'll be a 3 on 5. So have a big advantage if the other team comes out to challenge. There's the CV spotting them coming in. So nice clairvoyance, letting Speaker and Diva's team. Oh, they're going to catch Karthus here, and oh, so much damage. Greyhounds, Veigar just blowing up that Karthus so easily, taking him down instantly. So they're going to score a kill there, and are they going to finish this Baron? Yes, they are going to take this Baron. So just a great team play there. You can see by forcing the Baron fight, they forced the enemy team to come out and engage, and that allowed them to score that kill on Karthus. Yeah, so Karthus, unfortunately the Magi's doesn't seem to be working out for him in this game, and in a situation like that where he was stunned by Veigar's Event Horizon, that's where Sorcerer's Shoes, very defensible call on a character like Karthus. It definitely means he does more damage, but it also means that when you get caught in stuns by not having Mercury Treads, it does mean that you're going to take more damage there. So not having something like Mercury Treads does mean that you get frozen in place, and then Veigar calls down his little rainbow on you, and it does so much damage. So yeah, let's see. Diva only has 8 stacks on his Magi's, but he does have 389 ability power. So doing a lot of damage from that Archangels. Wow, he's not even close to being maxed out yet, so he's going to have a lot of ability power if this game keeps going on. Anyway, oh, look at this. Tristana's been caught out by a CV. Let's see if anyone can catch her. Doesn't look like it, but nice clairvoyance anyway, catching her and revealing that blue buff is still there. Let's see, probably should go and take that blue buff just to make sure the enemy team doesn't steal it. Malphite picking up an Oracle. That's a nice buy on Malphite. Did it? Yep, there it goes. There you can see the little eye for sight. Nice buy. On this team comp, Malphite is definitely the one who should be grabbing an Oracle, just so he can just start to clear wards. In theory, they probably should have gotten that before they went and did Baron, just to make sure that they could clear any wards there, but oh well. Oh, it looks like the other team just dropped a ward there, and Malphite's going to clean that up. So again, nicely done. Pretty high-level team play, I will say here. Now it looks like we're going to have a team fight here. Everybody is engaging. It looks like straight 5-on-5 here. Amumu's out in front. He's got the time bomb on his head. Amumu's going to go over there. Let's see, chasing after Speaker. This Jarvan is pushing him back, trying to take him out of the fight. Meanwhile, Diva ulting on Karthus, and bam! Takes him down again with another Baleful Strike. Amumu ulting, but not really catching anyone. Karthus going to ult in there. Now Speaker engaging in a 1v1 with this Jarvan, and he is strong enough. Looks like he's strong enough to take him down. And now the rest of the team is scattered and just chasing. Warwick still going after this Tristana player. Is he going to chase? No, probably a good idea not to chase further. So they end up winning here. Oh, and now Teemo's been caught behind the rest of the team, and now Amumu's being caught out as well. Can they get enough damage to finish him off before he races back behind these towers? And still has that blood set, still has that time bomb on his head, but he's very tanky. And yes, they are going to get it. I wasn't sure that they would get him. Taking a lot of damage in the process, but they do manage to get that to score 2 more kills, score 4 total kills off that engage. And that means that the mid tower is going down, and this mid inhibitor looks like it's going down as well. And that's going to put Speaker and Diva's team pretty far ahead. Oh wow, surrender, but game almost ends right there. Now they need to get out right now, and looks like Zilean's been caught by Karthus wall, being slowed by Tristana, and Zilean gets taken down. So just getting caught by that Karthus wall and getting caught by Tristana leads to a death. And that's something you see all the time in League of Legends. Someone sticking around just a little bit too long, resulting in a kill for the other team. So Zilean says, yeah, my bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world for this team, but it is an avoidable death, so it's the sort of thing you want to keep in mind. Try not to stick around too long and end up getting killed in sort of silly fashion. Anyway, Speaker now pretty strong, got his mana immune, he has his Trinity Force, and has picked up a Negatron Cloak because this team has a fair amount of magic damage from Karthus. Well, I guess not too much more, some from Teemo as well. Oh, actually, Teemo's building straight AP, so never mind, Teemo's doing a lot of magic damage. Teemo has a Magi's as well. A little weird. I wouldn't think that you'd want a Magi's on Teemo, because he's pretty squishy in terms of a character, but oh well, what do I know. Diva has finished Banshee's Veil. Probably a good decision, give him a little bit extra survivability. He's still very squishy, but at least that allows him to block one spell and gives him some magic resist. Without that Banshee's Veil, his magic resist would be, yeah, 30. So good idea to take it from 30 up to 80 just to keep you alive a little bit longer. So that's pretty good. And let's see, how much ability power does he have? 425. Pretty healthy amount at this stage of the game. If he gets a death cap next, he'll have a significantly more, probably take him up to 600 or so. Anyway, with the inhibitor down, that means the lanes are going to push. So you can see Minion Wave pushing here. Karthus doing a good job picking up his blue buff. Blue buff is good on Karthus, not so much for the cooldown reduction, but so that on Karthus you can spam your Defile over and over again. See, like Karthus, well, there he is. See, he's running his Defile right now. When you have blue buff, you can just run it and run it and run it over and over again. Don't really need the cooldown reduction so much on Karthus, but the extra mana is very, very, very helpful. Malphite saying he doesn't think they have any wards. That's kind of funny. Maybe he just hasn't found any in a while. Alright, anyway, in terms of the overall game, you can see Speaker's team has now gotten a pretty significant lead, 23-13 in kills. Also having that inhibitor down gives them a lot of map presence. They took the Baron, which means that they're ahead in terms of gold, and global experience. I love that rainbow effect, by the way. So much rainbow from coming in from this Leprechaun Veigar. Anyway, I guess their next goal is this tower down here in bottom lane. It looks like they're going to focus there next. Jarvan is defending mid, so he's not going to be there. And it looks like they're going to try to force a team fight here. Maybe they can try. They're going to try to catch somebody in the jungle over here. Nope, looks like they're just going to go straight for the tower instead. Not hitting anyone with that particular event horizon, but this tower is going to be down. Oh, nice Amumu ult flashing in there in order to freeze the team. But there's only 3 members of the enemy team here, so this is pretty much a 5-on-3. Now finally Jarvan and Teemo are getting in here. Jarvan doing a nice job of tanking. You can see he's built almost straight tank coming in first. Nice Malphite ult there, hitting everybody on the team. There's the Chrono Shift ult from Zilean, keeping somebody alive. Now Diva going to take down that Jarvan player, and now everybody on this team is very, very low. Warwick does get taken down, so it's a straight 1-for-1. But the defending team here, the blue team, has taken a lot of damage, and some of them really are probably going to need to go back to heal soon as they continue. Oh, Amumu coming just a little bit too far forward, taking a lot of damage, and that time bomb, it looks like it's going to finish him off. Diva surviving with 100 HP. Karthus should just use his ult if he still has it, and he'll get a kill. Yeah, there it is. And did he manage to get a kill there? Oh, I guess Diva manages to survive with... Oh, Diva's Banshee's Veil blocks the ult and keeps him alive. Wow, that's pretty funny. Karthus getting very low. Speaker also very low. Everybody near death, and it looks like they're going to back off. So pretty intense fight there. A lot of people getting low. A lot of people just barely surviving. And now their team's going to have to go back here in order to push back this minion wave that otherwise would be pushing their Nexus towers. And you can see this minion wave is taking a lot of damage there too. Karthus even saying get lucky more. I think that what he's referring to is the Banshee's Veil coming back up on Diva and keeping him alive, because he definitely would have died otherwise from that Karthus ult. Alright, well, so after that last team fight, let's see. Speaker and Diva's team doing a good job. Generally speaking, at this point, they probably want to keep lanes pushed because they have an advantage. If they can just keep lanes pushed, they can then go for the Baron in relative safety. You can see Baron has now respawned. If they can keep, with this inhibitor down, the lanes are going to push, and if they can keep the lanes pushed forward, that means that the other team, the blue team, will have to defend their base, and they will be relatively safe to go for Baron. Malphite, let's see. Oh, Malphite going back to base. That's not a good time. Malphite should not be going back to base. He should be here in case there's a Baron fight. I guess he went back to buy something, but he really should have been there for that Baron fight because they don't have vision here. I think he said he went back to get wards. Yes, did pick up wards. Not a bad idea to buy wards, but would... In theory, the enemy team could have been here. And if you've noticed, in that time that they've been waiting for Malphite to get back, they probably could have just straight done Baron in that amount of time. Whereas now it looks like they're going to have a Baron fight. Because, yep, see, here they all are, right here. That's a nice clairvoyance, though, catching everybody out. So it looks like there's going to be a team fight. Speaker's team is pretty spread out over here. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Jarvan going to come through. Pretty good Malphite ult, hits 2 of them. Looks like they're going to focus Teemo first. Speaker bursting him down, getting Teemo down before this fight even starts. Up here, Jarvan and Tristana focusing on poor Diva up there. He's going to get taken down, but he revives thanks to Chrono Shift from Zilean ult. And over here, Jarvan ulting again on this team. Speaker now engaging. You can see they're going to go after Tristana. Boom, goes down. And now they're going after, let's see, oh, there's the use of Zilean's Hourglass, keeping that Karthus alive a little bit longer, and he's going to go down there, and now Amumu trying to slip away. Looks like Looks like he is not going to make it out of this, not with no towers left, and he's going to get burst down, and wow, they score an ace there, so a nice team fight there. A lot of people getting really low. The Zilean player had a great Chrono Shift ult to keep D.Va alive. He would have died otherwise in that fight. Inhib has re-popped, so it looks like they're going to take this Inhib. And at this point, they're free to go back and do Baron if they want, or they can try to do more damage to the enemy base. Looks like they're going to go for this tower here. Oh, this is not a good play, though. Having some people go to the Nexus turrets and having some people go to top tower, that's not good play there. Everybody should be together. Shouldn't be splitting up to go after 2 targets at once. Anyway, oh, there's the Malphite ult on that, or not Malphite, the Warwick ult on that Teemo. Blood Scent is, oh, he's going to flash away. Nice escape by Teemo. Didn't realize he was able to get, I didn't think he'd be able to get out of that. I thought he was going to go down. Now they're going after the Nexus towers, but they're going to have to get out of this. And indeed, if everybody had gone for the same target, they might have been able to get these Nexus towers. As it is, those towers are going to stay up, and they're going to have to come back for that another day. But this team is still very strong. They still have the 2 inhibs down. The other thing that they're going to have to watch out for, Speaker and D.Va's team, is Speaker taking damage from Golem. I was like, where is he taking damage from? One thing they have to watch out for is that the other team, the blue team, doesn't just run straight to Baron and do it, because now Speaker's and D.Va's team is going to have to go heal. See, they're all going back to base. When that happens, at the end of a push, the enemy team can sometimes just go straight for Baron and do it. And indeed, it looks like they're heading up in that direction, or at least Teemo and Jarvan are. So maybe they're going for Baron, don't know. In any case, we'll find out. So that is always a danger after you just complete a long push in the enemy base. Push into the base, then while you go heal and revive, they can sometimes just run straight to Baron and do it on their own. But it doesn't look like they're going to try for it because their team is still too spread out. So okay, looks like they're safe. Anyway, Speakers picked up Black Cleaver. I guess he wanted the extra attack speed. Doing a lot of damage now. Also has a red pot. It's picked up an Elixir of Fortitude. Let's see, D.Va's Veigar has now finished his death cap. 680 ability power. Wow, so his ult is going to be hitting very, very hard when he ults on somebody. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. His dark matter, well, I guess we should call it rainbow matter with his skin. There it is. Also going to do a lot of damage. Amumu's getting caught behind the rest of the team. If they can pop that Banshee spell, oh, there's the cart, this wall trying to slow. Looks like he's going to make it out. So he was definitely in a bad position there. Anyway, because the 2 inhibitors are down, that means that there are lots of super minions. These guys here, these cannon minions, are going to keep pushing, and so that means that the blue team can't really come out of their base, and so that's going to lead to a relatively safe Baron here. Oh, look at this. They've got a ward here. They have another ward here. Look at this positioning on the wards. So much vision allows them to see anyone coming towards them, so they can break off Baron and then go right back to doing it. So that's just really nice play. I love to see all this vision here. Just means that you perfectly know if anybody's coming to try to take Baron, and indeed the other team is not able to come challenge, and so they're going to be able to score this Baron without too much trouble. Alright, this is not all that well coordinated. Either everybody should go back or no one should go back because you can't push into the base with just 3 people here. So that could have been a little bit better handled. But this is a duo queue game. Yeah, now Speaker recalling the base. As I said, if you're going to go back to base after Baroning, everyone should go back or no one should go back, ideally. That's generally speaking. Speaker is going to double pot up with going to pick up Elixir of Agility to go with his Elixir of Fortitude. So that's increased attack speed and critical strike chance. Only 24% critical chance, but still not that bad. Meanwhile, let's see, we have Malphite and Zilean and Warwick are over here in the base. This is a little dangerous because the enemy team, of course, can try to force a fight 5-on-3, but as long as they don't engage until Speaker and D.Va come back. Yeah, you can see Zilean says need Veigar, which is right. Veigar now, D.Va picked up another needlessly large rod, so up to 700 ability power, so he is going to be hitting like a truck with his spells in this game, especially that ult that scales off of ability power so highly. Let's see, over here, 3 enemy champs here, 2 enemy champs here. Looks like the bottom tower is the one they should go for because the enemy team is mostly in mid and in top. So, and indeed, Warwick is pushing down there. It's a nice play by Warwick. And here comes the rest of the team. Looks like they're going to push this bottom lane here. And let's see, now now we have Cart this wall coming in here, engaging. Oh, look at that! Just blowing up Teemo so quickly. Taste the rainbow. Wow, just one-shotting him practically with that dark matter there. So wow, with Teemo down, that means that this is going to be even more one-sided. Now 866 ability power. I guess he got a little bit of extra ability power from that kill, or maybe maybe the replay client just didn't update before, but wow. So anyway, pushing in top, pushing in here in bottom lane, engaging here in bottom lane. Good Amumu ult. There's the great Chrono Shift on the D.Va, going to keep him alive, allows him to survive that Karthus ult. Meanwhile, doing just a ton of damage here. Speaker jumping in there to get the kill on Jarvan. And now they've scored 4 kills, and it looks like this game is just about over. Tristana, only one still alive, and indeed, there's the surrender. Surrender vote coming in, and this game is going to come to a conclusion here. I never understand why teams surrender like 10 seconds before the game's going to end anyway, but oh well. Alright, let's take a look at the stat screen here. Here you can see the scores for both teams at the end of the game. I had to take one from in-game since I didn't actually play this game and couldn't take it on the final results screen. I think just about everybody on Speaker and D.Va's team played very well. You can see Speaker 7-2-14. He got several kills right at the end of the game that helped make his kill total look a little bit better. Had the Manamune, had the Trinity Force, had Black Cleaver, and then the two, what is it? It's not Null Magic Mantle, it's Negatron Cloak, had those for the extra magic resist. And you can see 231 minion kills, very good farm. D.Va, just as strong, so he had an enormous amount of ability power at the end of the game. I think he had 800 something, he had the Archangel Staff Death Cap, Needlessly Large Rod, and then a Magi's with a whole bunch of stacks on it. And you saw the way he just exploded that Teemo at the end of the game there, dropping Dark Matter on his head and just doing so much damage. And then the rest of the team, you can see Zillion, 8-3, he had a number of saves with his Chrono Shift ult, saving people, keeping them alive, turning 5-on-5 fights into 6-on-5. Malphite built tank with his Banshee's Veil, Randuin's, and Sunfire. Looks pretty solid there. And then Warwick starting out with Madrid's Bloodrazor and then building a little bit more tanky, getting the Banshee's Veil, and then getting some armor penetration with Last Whisper. Looks solid all around there. So really just a well-played team game from everybody's part. As far as how this whole game sort of shifted, if you remember back to when there was that Dragon fight where Speaker and D.Va's team managed to clean up 3 kills and then also get Dragon in the fight, so go 3 for 0 and also take Dragon, with the whole reason for that being that Karthus was solo pushing top lane for the other team and he wasn't there. That was sort of the shifting point, the turning point in the game. That helped put them ahead, and then there was a second fight, if you remember a little bit after that, when they were able to score a pick on Tristana in the jungle, and then from there they were able to get a kill on Teemo as well, push down a tower in middle lane, then force a Baron fight 3-on-5, and then when the other team came to try to contest Baron, they got another kill and then scored Baron as well. So those two little engagements in the middle game just took a game that was very close and sort of got the snowball rolling and pushed Speaker and D.Va's team out in front. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was planning on posting this on the Button Mashers channel, but for whatever reason, they were delaying putting up the video that I sent them. So I figured, well, if I've got the game to cast, I'm just going to stick it up on my own channel. So hopefully they'll get that sorted out. And again, I would have put this on their channel, but just didn't process the videos fast enough. I sent it in and, 2 days later, nothing happened. So figured I'm going to put it on my channel and let you guys take a look at it. So anyway, once again, thanks again for all your support. I hope you all check out their stuff at the Button Mashers site. Check out some of the League of Legends content and feel free to subscribe both to my channel and theirs as well. So once again, until next time, take care guys. I'll see you then.